Hi friends, so today I am going to discuss about Panda. So if someone is working about in data science domain and if he is working on Python, so he must be knowing the importance of Panda. So if you are working in Python, so Python has a lot of feature, but it's little slow when you are comparing with C plus or Java or C programming language. So Panda has been proposed to overcome that drawback. So Panda especially it has more effective than Python. So it has been built to optimize the Python runtime. And so like whatever you can do through Pandas, so same thing you can do through Python also. But Pandas can give you result much quicker, much faster than Python. So if you're talking about Pandas, so generally we deals about three type of data structures. First series, it's like one dimensional array. Second is data frame, it's like two-dimensional array with heterogeneous data. Panel is also like three-dimensional data structure with heterogeneous. Series, it's like homogeneous only. Homogeneous means like we have only one type of database, but in data frame and panel, you can use like different type of data. So what I'm going to use, so to import Panda, you have to you have to import Panda, and since as PD, so once I call PD, so it will use Panda. And since I'm going to show you several examples that will use NumPy, so I am also importing NumPy as NP. So if someone want to create empty data frame, so and I have not discussed, so you may be surprised that no, I am not discussing about series. So I will discuss that thing later. So in industry, generally 80 to 90% time we use data frame. So I'm starting with data frame. So today, whatever, like I will especially discuss data frame only now. So if you want to create empty data frame, so what you can use, like so it's throwing error. So what you have to do is there is not no PD. So first you have to, so let me first clean output. So I am clearing all the output. Okay. So now, so first I am going to import Panda as PD and NumPy as NP. So now it's going to take some time initially. Yeah, so it's imported. So now if you want to create data frame, empty data frame, so like what you can do, PD dot data frame. So it will create with the name of DF a data frame, and you see it's empty. We are not keeping anything. So suppose that if you want to create some data frame with some data, so what you have to do? First you have to generate a data. So let me, I am generating a data, one dimensional data, is Python list. So you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So if I want to use that data, so you can see, so what I can do, simply I will use PD data frame, in bracket I am going to write data. So what is data? Data is this one. So now it will convert in data frame. So now you can see it was just like list. So in data frame, like it's like 0. So by default they have given column name 0, and this is the index. So by default it's 0, 1, 2. So it will start from 0 and then it's going to increase one by one. So if you want to change this column name or index, so we have syntax for that, we have keyword for that to do. So since we have not done anything, so by default they have given 0. So of course in our next session I am going to discuss all those things. So now suppose if you want to check data types of data frame, so what you can do, take data frame name. So right now we have given df and dot d types, it will give you all the data types. So if we have multiple columns, suppose that if we have 10 columns, so then it will give data types of all the columns. So right now here we have only one column, so it will give only one data type. So what they are telling, for column 0 we have data type int 64. Okay, so now just I'm going to create I'm going to take another example. So instead of taking one dimensional, here we had only one feature, so I'm going to create two feature. So let me, what I did, I created a list, so in Alex 0, Bob 12, Joe 3, 13. So if you are going to create data frame from this one, so what I'm going to do, panda, I have to call. So PD and then data frame and this data, like whatever we are going to give. So, yes. So it created a data frame. So now by default, since this is the first, first value Bob in all the sub list, so it came in first column, and second value for all the sub list, it came in second column, so by default it start with 0. So here is 10, 12, 13. So it created data frame. So now if you want to check data types, so now, so for that what I have to do, so I have to first store, and then only I can check data type. So let me rerun the code. Yes, now I want to check data types here. So yeah, I'm going to create one block here, df.d types. So what is telling 0? So you see, this is like some string Alex, Bob, Joe. So it's object and it's all integral value, 10, 12, 13. So it's integral value with 64 bit. So now by default they are going to use that one. So what I told you, so here one more thing just I want to explain you. So first I created data, some variable, and that was that was storing all the values. So now instead of this, what you can do, instead of this directly you can write all these value in within that data frame. So you will get same output. So now see, so I got same output, Alex, Raju, and see 10, 89, 75.6. So once you can observe here, we have got none for column 2, for index value 1 and 2. So you can see in first list we had 3 entries. So it created total 3 column, Alex 0 and then 10 as column 1 and 75.6 as 2. Now when it comes in second list, sub list, this Raj and then 89. Okay. So now you can see here, since it does not have third value, so it's gave none. So now if someone asks, okay, if I want to store third value, so what I can do? So no, it won't come like that. So you have to give sequential, first value, then second, then third. So like that it came. So now you can see here, index by default is starting from 0 and column also is starting from 0. If someone asks, okay, I don't want to start with 0, instead of that I want to give my own feature name, like column name. So what you can do, so like that I told you, suppose I am going to create a data like this and data frame I stored. So this I have explained you. So if you want to give your own columns name, then what you can do, whatever name you want to give. So like you see here, we have total 2 columns. So just I have given one column name as name and second as work experience. So now you can see. So here, and by default, if you are going to check the data type, so what it will show, first would be object and second would be integral. So df.d types. Yes, object. So now suppose if you want, by default, since 10, 12, 13, it can store through integral value. So it does not utilize, floating value. So if you want explicit, like float, I want float. So what you can do, you can write something like this, d type equal to float. So whenever it's possible, of course in name it's not possible, but it's like, in by experience it's possible. So what it converted, you can see 10.0, 12.0, so it's float they have stored. So now if you're going to check data types, like you see, so now you see, first is object and second is float 64. So I told you here by default is about taking 10, 12, 13 integers. So now I have just reverse situation. I am giving 10, 12, 13.4, and I am giving this data type as int. So now you can see what it did. I have given int, but if we are going to store in int, what will happen? It's going to lose the information like 13.4. Like in integer it would be 13 only, so they are going to lose the information. So that's the reason it has not converted in integer. Like they tried, but when it came here, so what they thought, okay, no, 13.4 I can't store with integer. So that's the reason what Panda did. Okay, then they search next highest higher. Like, so what is after integer? Like floating point. So in floating point they can store 13.4. So that's the reason, even if you are going to store, you want to store through int, but in 13.4 you are going to lose the information, like it will store 13 only. So that's the reason it does not store in terms of int. So now you can see the data types. Yes, so now you see this is float 64. Same way, suppose that I am creating one like column. Okay, so this, like if you like, this is another way. So there what I was doing, I was creating different sublists. So instead of that, what you can do, dictionary you can create. So dictionary, in 10, so in what, in name we are storing Raj, Biru, Jay, Ricky. In another key like age, so what we are storing is age. So 28, 34, 29, 42. So what, even if that scenario also, just what you have to do, instead of list I am passing dictionary as a data. So now you see this is also like in dictionary what is, so first name it took, so it created Raj, Biru, Jay, Ricky, and then age it took like 28, 34, 29, 42. So the same way if you want to create one additional column, so you see, so here I have added kid, like Raj has one kid and Biru has 0 kid, something like that. So even if someone will ask, okay, I don't want to give like something, it's 45, so you can see what it would be there. So it's error. So here you have to give equal number of elements in all, like in name also, like I have 5, so here it should be also 5. So I should give something. So what is, okay, I gave some value. And also since you have given name, so by default it's now taking 0 and 1. So it's taking column name as name, and then second column name as age, and third as kid. So explicit, you don't have to define column name because from dictionary it's going to take. But still we have not talked about index value. So it's like what is 0, 1, 2, 3. So along with column name also, if we want to give explicit name of index also, so what we can do, same as like I'm going to give index value, like whatever you want, like rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, rank 4. So if we have like total 4 value, and here age also, so what I can do, instead of column name, since they are going to take column name from data, so index value I have provided through this one. So suppose someone will ask, okay, let's discard this one. No, it won't. So I told you, whenever you are using dictionary, so what you have to do, you have to give equal number of like value in all the this, and also equal number of index value also. So instead of like writing rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, so we can write, okay, A, B, C, D also. Okay, let's see one more thing. So what I did here, I have created a dictionary, A is 1 and B equal to 2. So what I did, in we have only one element, so it's kept by default this column A and 1 and 2. So by default we have 0. Suppose what we want, so like instead of we can pass multiple dictionary, like list of dictionary. So what you can do, so this is first dictionary, this is second dictionary, and this is third. So you can see what it's going to do. First it came in this one, So A, so in A they have 1, B they have 2. Okay, so it will create only this one, because you see now again it came, A equal to 5, B equal to 10, C equal to 20. So now again you see, since previously in previous we didn't have C, so what it did, it created a extra column C, and it gave none value because we don't have anything. Now comes here third value. So here A equal to 105 and B, so again it's coming C, so 120. So now you see it does not have B, so it gave none value. So now same way, like whatever I explained you, so same way I am using 4 column. Like here first it created B, then A. It's not like it's going to create like alphabetical order like A B C D. No, whatever it's going to see, like B first it's C, and then A it's C, then it's going to C, then here it's coming D. So in that order they have created, and whatever values are missing, so they are going to create, like they are going to write as none. Okay, so now you see, like in same way like we have discussed, so in this also if you want to change the name of index, so by default it was creating like 0 and 1 2, so I can give like first, second. So same way, like same things I am going to discuss here, same thing like whatever. So this is just multiple example I am going to show. So one thing here, it was A B C, but I don't want to store all the value. What I want, only column C and C, because C and B. So here it can create A, B and C. So their sequence would be also, like order would be also different, like A, B and then C, but I want only column C and then column B. So in this way, just they have filter out. It's like filtering. So same thing here be did, and be like one more thing you do. See here, what here in our like list of dictionary we have A, B and C, but we don't have B1. So if you're assigning something new, those column we don't have in our dictionary, so it will give none. So that's all, my friend, today. So if you like my video, then like and subscribe my YouTube channel. So in our next lecture, I will come with some new aspects of Panda, like especially column addition and several group by. So I will discuss those in our next channel.